Yo. What's going on, Canes fans and my college football family? Happy Friday. Yeah, buddy. Only a few days away from the national championship at Hard Rock Stadium. And tonight, we're going to find out who's going to win it all, because we know that these video game simulations are never wrong as long as it's the Miami Hurricanes on top. Am I right? So we're going to simulate the Natty here on CFB 26. I think it's going to be a good time. Hopefully it'll be a competitive game. I'll be 100% honest, it got the A&M game correct as far as Miami winning that game. The video game believed that Ohio State was going to beat the brakes off of Miami. Wrong. It also thought that Ole Miss was going to beat the heck out of Miami. Wrong. But it's really fun just to let it play out and see what happens. Obviously, don't get your panties in a wad too much. Just sit back, sip on something, and just have a good time. It's Friday night, man. I love what Taylor said. Taylor was like, think about this. Let's see if I can find specifically what he said. He said, think about this. Last simulation of the season. And it's for the Natty. The timeline we are in is amazing. It is crazy, right? We're over here simulating a game in 2026 for the 2025 season. Like, we're making history. It's crazy, right? We're on like episode 16 of Walking and Venting, and it's usually like 12 or 13 of them. We've never done this many simulations ever, because Miami was typically done back in November. But here we are. And what a day, right? What a day. I'm sure everybody has already seen it. I haven't done any official video yet because it's not official that he's going to Miami, but many believe that is obviously going to be the case. But Duke quarterback Darian Mensah, poor Manny Diaz. You know, they bring him in from Tulane. They don't have the best record, but they end up winning the ACC. And now last minute, because today is the deadline, if I'm not mistaken, to enter the transfer portal at midnight. Doesn't mean you can't sign some people afterwards. Obviously, Miami and Indiana get some extended time because they're still playing. But I think you have to have your name for all the other schools in by midnight, minus a few exceptions. And Mensah hits the portal late. And obviously the word is that he's going to Miami. He himself has put out an official statement. We'll do like a deep dive in a video if he does end up becoming a Miami Hurricane. I think it only makes sense because I know that this has already crossed your mind. Are you ready? Because if it hasn't, you're about to be blown away. Get ready for this. Miami Mensah. That's what we'll call him. We'll call him Miami Mensah. It just rolls off the tongue. I think it's the perfect fit, right? This guy threw the second most touchdowns in all of college football, only behind one man who we will be seeing tonight and on Monday night, Fernando Mendoza. So this dude threw a ton of touchdowns this season. I believe only 6 interceptions, put up great numbers. We'll do a deep dive, like I said, once it's officially official, if it does happen. I don't want to be blamed for jinxing anything, but he is in the portal. That's a fact. And he put out an official statement here. He said, I'm forever grateful for Duke and the coaching staff. Thank you, Duke family, for everything. This wasn't an easy decision, but after talking with my family, I believe it's in my best interest to enter the transfer portal. Now, I know the haters, fans of opposing teams, are pointing, saying, Miami tampering once again. I knew it. Bunch of cheaters. Here's the thing. These guys have agents now. You have agents who put out feelers. Agents talk to agents. There's loopholes and other things also that happened. Duke fans, if you're mad, don't be mad at Miami. We're playing the game. You want to be in the game, you got to play the game. The portal is part of it. It's a business. Be mad at Mensa. Be mad at his agent. Don't be mad at us because we have more money. And that's not even a personal shot. It's just Miami is raking in the cash. They've been making bank in these playoffs, and they don't have to share the money. They get to keep it all for themselves. So, you know, it's not a big deal to back up the Brinks truck and pay a big-time QB. And I know there's a big argument. Don't worry, we're going to get to the sim. I had to speak on the Mensa thing real quick. There's obviously a big debate on when are we going to develop some of these guys. What about Nickel? What about Coleman? Here's the deal. This is what college football is right now. Hate it or love it. You go in and you get a quarterback that has experience. It just makes sense. Eventually, I would like to develop some of these guys that we have, but I'll ask you this. Look at all of the teams that were in the playoffs and tell me how many of them had portal quarterbacks. It's one of the most important positions on the field. So if you have an opportunity to bring in a guy with a ton of experience, a veteran, proven production, in today's times, I think you would be out of your mind to not do so. Fair? Because, you know, somebody else is going to do it. Somebody else is going to approach these players if they have the money. And Miami wants to win, and the expectation is to win now. You want to get any edge that you can. It's a business, and nobody cares about feelings, right? I saw some people jumped on there and they said, man, like this, you know, I'm just so upset with Mensa and Duke, and I couldn't be more pissed at Miami. No one cares. And I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. Nobody cares. You are trying to get whatever little edge you can get and win. Mario doesn't care if Manny Diaz is pissed. Mario doesn't care if Duke fans hate his guts. He coaches Miami. All that matters is Miami winning, taking the Canes to the next level. So it's part of it. You can be as mad as you want to. Duke pulled him from Tulane. Yes or no? Again, it's just part of it now. When we look at what we're about to watch tonight, the two teams that are in the national championship are led by portal quarterbacks. Beck with Miami, Mendoza with Indiana. It's just kind of how it is in today's times. Again, hate it or love it, there are some things that aren't so great about the way college football is now, but you would be silly to not take advantage of it. Could you imagine Miami sitting back and saying, you know what, we don't really care for how the portal and all these things are working, so we're just going to kind of stay away from it and let things play out. When here we are with Carson Beck and a bunch of other portal guys in a national championship. Right? But I'm a huge fan of Mensa. We talked about this multiple times. I know Taylor was here. I know a bunch of you were here. When people jumped in and they said, Coop, should we be concerned? I think it was maybe some of the Ohio State streams, maybe. But it was during the playoffs and people said, man, Coop, where's the moves from Miami? What's Mario doing? The portal is going to close up and what do we have to show for it? If there's anything you don't question Mario Cristobal on, it's the portal and recruiting. Big time moves you have to trust, and a lot of people had full trust in him, and look at this last minute possibly going to pull Mensa, who out of all the quarterbacks that were in there, I would take Mensa over Levitt. This is not me coping or making excuses for missing out on other guys. Mensa, if I had known he was going to hit the portal, would absolutely be the one that I would want over any of those other top-ranked portal QBs. Period. And I'll be straight up and real with y'all. You know that. But I like him. I like Mensa a lot and what he's accomplished. I think he would be a great fit at Miami. And Miami, you know, again, will get caught up. I'm so locked in on the national championship and have been locked in for the playoffs that I've pretty much ignored any of the portal stuff. Miami picked up 2 kickers today. They picked up multiple wide receivers. You've had a few departures as well. We'll get caught up after the Natty on Monday, and that's a promise. All right, you have my word. I'll make sure we get caught up, even if it's a little late. we still obviously want to talk about it. And my apologies for not keeping everybody up to date, you know, as soon as possible. But I am locked the heck in on this playoff run. And last thing I'll say, and we'll start talking about this simulation. Shout out to people that are here tonight. Don't forget the impact that playing for a national championship has here for Miami. You know, the Canes are here to stay. You've seen the trajectory of this program under Mario Cristobal. It's been nothing but up. Did it start way down here? Oh yeah, buddy, it did. But it's been nothing but up. And there's no reason why Miami can't continue to be in these conversations, aka the college football playoffs, year in and year out for a good while after this. And you got to think that somebody like Mensa, who's sitting back and it's like, man, we might have won the ACC, but what are we going to do next year? Look at our record. And he sees the Miami Hurricanes here in the national championship. It's going to help recruiting. It's going to help with the portal. It's going to help with funds being dumped into the program. Fans are buying season tickets and merch. It's a win-win. So freaking pumped. Now I've missed pretty much all the messages from the people that were here bright and early in the stream. I saw Randy in here, Garrett. I see the Clemson fan. Yo, T. Davis. Good to see you, bro. Dog fan Denny, Tom, we got Tropigal, Nick Snyder, Tyreek, Taylor, Lincoln, Card King, my man Dion in here, MS79, we got the Georgia Tech fan, world's tallest drummer, Kane up in the building. Who else we got? My man Phil, Scent Scholar, Rocky, Perception. Now I'm going to be missing some people. Now I feel bad. Gator Doll, word is he's getting 10 million. Sounds like a lot to me. Miami made 40 million plus from the playoffs so far, if I'm not mistaken. It's at least 30. It might even be 40. They have money to spend. They got money to spend. Don in here, Maynardville, Chad, good to see y'all. Yes, I did see there's the injury report. We'll talk about it more in depth here in the next 24 to 48 hours, but it does look like Lofton will miss the Natty. Yep. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, it's that thing. It's a non-issue. Just being for real. Again, with Miami being in this position here, you think that they're not going to spend some money? They're willing to do it, for sure. No, it's not official. It's not officially official with Mensa, but in the portal, you have to think, right? There were people talking about Tennessee. Then they said, no, there's no interest from Tennessee. Florida fans were getting on their knees and praying, saying, come on, Summerall, do something. You know, it's like the meme, they're poking with the stick. Come on, do something. It's got to be Miami, you would think. Yeah, you would think it's got to be Miami. And you've seen some other people that do have more inside information that have also kind of said, yes, it's Mensa to Miami. So we'll see. Once it becomes officially official, they put the stamp on it, then we'll post up a video and say, hey, here we go. This is our QB for the 2026 season. Yep. What's the hold up? We're talking about the portal. Oh, you mean the hold up with Mensa? Is that what you mean? Moonlight, what's up? I heard for the playoffs, since for the ACC, they get a portion of the money, but donate it back to Miami. Miami gets all the money. Correct. Yes, Miami has received all of the money for the playoff stuff. And they get to keep it for themselves, and they've made it known they are keeping it for themselves. Yeah. So, hey, man, Miami versus Indiana simulation tonight. Feel free to keep talking about the portal and Mensa and all that good stuff. You know, my hands are off the controller tonight, so it's pretty chill. We just kick back and we watch it play out. Like I said, we've done the last 3 playoff games. It's been right on one of them. It's been wrong on the previous 2. Just as a heads up, it's a video game at the end of the day. Video game will video game sometimes. But it's still going to be a fun time just to watch it and see what happens. What's my take on Mensa? I like him. I like him. I put out a simple tweet this afternoon. And, man, Duke fans did not like it. And I didn't even say anything bad. I just said, I like Darian Benson. That's all. What's so rude about this? I said I like Darian Mensa. And I got hit immediately with this. What did I do? And I said, okay, hold on a second. This guy has someone that looks like a kid in a Duke jersey. Let me click it. Now look what this man says. He is a Duke fan. This is the kind of nonsense I'm talking about. Let me find it. Where is it? He changed sides. He's pulling for Indiana. Look at this. Retweeting tweets that say, take care of business, coach, talking about Cignetti. This man is a Duke fan. Used to be. And now he's over here saying, you know what? Indiana, handle business. Wouldn't be me. That's pitiful. That's disgusting. That's sickening. I can't believe it.
Just how I like it, Miami versus the world doubting us.
Who said that? Appreciate your flicks. That's nasty. Who would go and do that? Like, it's fine to be like, if I had to, you know, I'd prefer for this team to win or whatever, you know. But to see all these people jumping on, for lack of better words, look, I'm sorry if there's any children in here, dick riding Indiana in Cignetti, you know, just like you saw a lot of Notre Dame fans jump on it. I get it, makes sense because Notre Dame and Indiana, you could, but like, come on, man. Come on. Flex, I appreciate the two. That's exactly how we want it. Randy with the 22 months says, 23 years it took us to this point. All the pain and suffering we've been through, it was worth it. Miami needs to play their best football to beat Indiana. These are the two best teams in the country, period. Personally, I think this is going to be a close game. Talking about the real game. I don't know what the simulation is going to do. But I think the real game, man, I filmed the preview video today. I'm going to try to get it posted tomorrow afternoon. I give Indiana their flowers. You know, deep diving them, they're a really fundamentally sound football team. They're good. Mendoza's ball placement is out of this world. Their defense, man, is solid. It's solid.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Boy, we bow to make Mendoza's draft stock go down.
Yeah. Appreciate your flicks. But you could talk about that, right? They had a close call against Ohio State. Could have went either way. There are other teams that have kept it close. People act like Indiana beat every team by 50 plus. They're beating their chest over the Oregon win. You did what you needed to do in the playoffs. I can't hate. But they're acting like they beat every team like that. They've had some games that were a bit closer. Absolutely. I've never been more confident in my entire life than what I have for my score prediction in this one. You would think they're in-state rivals, but most of the Notre Dame fans have shifted their profile pictures to Cignetti.
This is what it takes.
They're jumping on the bandwagon.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
We about to make Mendoza do a Dante Moore. Let's go.
Uh-oh, I like it. I like it. Beck stock could go up. Yeah, man, winning the Natty. Get injured in your conference championship game, transfer out, change the scenery, go to a national championship game, win it. Yeah. And to do that for a team, think about the impact of this. It makes it sound like it's being negative about Miami, but it's not. I'm lifting Carson Beck up. It's not been all him, but the quarterback position is important, right? So many people doubted Beck. You go to a place where a team that hasn't won a national championship since 2001, you go there, the team ends up winning a natty. That's a good look. That's a good look, and it helps the case here for more quarterbacks transferring to Miami because they say Cam Ward, first round pick, #1 in the NFL draft. Now Beck goes to Miami. They're playing for a national championship, and both them guys got paid. That's where I want to be. Man, are we going to simulate this game, or am I going to keep yapping? What are we doing? All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's kick it over to the video game. Hold on here. There we go. We'll have sound here in just a moment. We don't want to get hit with a copyright strike. Let's do some checking here. All-American, as you know. Both these teams are 92 overall, but good grief, EA loves Indiana. They have a 98 rating with their offense. They're higher ranked offense and defense here. It offsets it a little bit because Miami has the 96 offense. Indiana has the 96 defense. We are going to rock the Stormtroopers for the Canes. My hands will be off the controller tonight. As always, whenever we do these simulations, my skill level does not play a part in this. We know what would happen if I was playing. Right, guys? Back me up here. We're going to set it to National Championship 10-minute quarters because that's more realistic scores and stats. Can't pick 7:30. We'll go with 8. They probably ain't kicking off till 8 p.m. anyways. Let's be real. We're going to have to make a couple changes when we get into the game, but let's get it rolling. Keep stalling the game. Are you nervous? No. There's just a lot going on. I'm pumped. I'm hyped up. Does anybody think, and you don't have to give numbers yet, because we'll talk numbers on Sunday night for the call-in show, but I just want to know, set the phantom to the side, does anybody feel like Miami might win by a large margin? By large, I mean, let's say 10 plus points. The reason why I would say I consider that large is because Indiana is an 8.5 point favorite. Indiana fans, not all of them, but you saw I made multiple bets on this channel. They think they're going to win by 3+ touchdowns. So I'm just asking. I don't have Miami winning by 10 or more. Spoiler alert. I'm not going to tell you who I have winning, but I'm just kind of curious. You know, if you set your phantom to the side, what the people think. Let's double check the depth chart here right quick. Okay, they have Brown as RB2, so I guess they've updated the rosters because it was Lyle. So that's good. Marion, Trader, Moore, Johnson. We'll move some guys around here. Let's see. You've got Scott up there. Okay, good deal. Lucas, I know, is going to be out in the first half due to the targeting. It's a video game sim at the end of the day. Once I take my hands off the controller, I would have to stop the sim, re-pick a team, go in, make change, go back. We're not going to do that. So we'll have him in there. It'll be fine. Kick return. Got to get Ray out of there. Got to get Nikar out of there. Punt return. We got to get Ray out of there again. Push him way down just so there's no chance of it happening. Okay. Ray again. Okay,
to where the U on the side of your head.
I don't know with Damari. I don't.
We can't lose the Nat championship game in our house. That will not happen. Trust
I'm
me.
with you.
28-17.
I'm with you. Richard, imagine letting a team in. You're right. Lofton is out, so let's swap him. Good catch. Appreciate y'all. Richard, you're right. Imagine letting a team win their first ever national championship. They've never won a natty, and winning it in your house. That you just can't let that happen. You can't. Tight end. And this feller's gone completely. Not Malinois. Hold on. Okay. Any other changes? Richard, I'll sit you atop the throne. We got to do what we got to do. If Malinois got to go in there and play tight end, then so be it. You know, he caught a touchdown pass this season, so anything's possible. Richard, I'll sit you up there with the Big Ten. Thank you, bro. Any other changes, guys? What do we have here? I try to make it quick. Trying to make it quick. I'm just trying to think if there's anything super obvious. Let's see. So who should we put then? Should we put Scott here? I just don't know about with Brown. What do you guys think? What's up, Dion? And this is not to try to give Miami an advantage. It's to try to get it as close as we can. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. The game, like we always know, Carter Davis is not even in the game. So the kicker is Burt. It's just what it is. We good? We happy with that? Can I get a couple of yes, thumbs up? We happy? Let's see. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. We'll leave it. All right, we're ready to rock. Let's do it, y'all. I would apologize for being long-winded, but I don't feel sorry, so it is what it is. Let's go. All right, let's get it. The Natty, man.
The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game
to
determine the national championship. And here's the return.
What's up, XRP? You know, I kind of hate it. I've always wished that the scheduling worked out in a way that the 2025 national championship was played in 2025, not in 2026. I've always hated that. Like, even the things on their jerseys say 2026, right? But it's for the 2025 season.
Go against each other, but that's what we have today. Both of these guys
are yeah, I'm a yapper, Kano.
Both want to have bragging
for
rights.
sure.
They're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased.
Dang, come on, CJ.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
31-21 Miami. Okay.
To throw, it's back. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Okay.
They get it now, but the game moves to
I'm not mad.
36.
Look, they made the logos gold and stuff on the game. That's pretty sick.
Keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
First down and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground.
Big hole for Fletcher.
Fights through a tackle.
What a great job to be able to establish.
Need a big game from him in real life.
You can run the football like this. It just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep.
He's got almost 400 yards so far in the playoffs.
Like this. Nice play.
Oh, was it gold last year? That's sick. This could be the one, Wired. It could be.
You know, a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt
bad sack. Am I gonna stream the game? Yeah, I'll be live.
Too long, and it allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Come on, Beck.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has
big third down here early.
Challenge for the offense. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down.
They only bring 4. We're short though.
It's Daniels. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach.
No shot. We don't go for it here, do we?
Down. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. This one is out of bounds.
I love when the announcers like,
Great field position.
the Miami offense has to punt for the first time tonight. Yeah, it's their first possession. So I would imagine
these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys who are the focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other. Both.
All right, here we go. The big bad Mendoza.
Playing better.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Go to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his
You hate leaving it
receiver.
up to the
This guy
CPU.
lets up some
It's
yards.
funny
They
because I
stay ahead
actually
of steps.
prefer it since my skill level doesn't play a part. You could suck really bad at the game and play as Miami and lose to UTEP, you know? Get there, come on.
That's an RPO caught on the left side. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Scott might pick that in real life. I don't know, y'all.
Wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? Blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes.
I'd be drunk already, Cypher.
The offense now facing
I'm a lightweight.
long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Floats it up there. That was too easy.
Midfield and set up a first set of downs. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety.
OJ
He's
just
got
a
the
little
speed to
late.
Be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And the quarterback keeps it here.
Big hit from Bain. Let's go.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. Those tickets, man, even though I had people offer to help, for two people to go, I was still looking at $5,000 to $7,000 for like everything, you know. And there was just once in a lifetime opportunity. I get it, but
Play fake, looking to throw.
whew,
Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Becker.
big hits, but they're holding on. Madcraft in the building.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. And he put that on a rope.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic for the people that get to go.
For a first down.
I just couldn't make it happen.
Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Batted ball.
Oh, he can't.
There we go. No, sir.
That time incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Yes, we know it's the national championship. I'm aware.
Second down after the incompletion.
You have to postpone your wedding. I don't know how your wife would feel about that. Good call.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense.
It's close enough, Chad. It's one of those things where you gotta take some of the good with the bad and just roll with it. I already yapped for half an hour before we started it. It's my fault.
Trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Get there, get there. He's short. The kicker's pretty good. What does the CPU think, though? All right, they're kicking the field goal.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Knocks that one right down the
Okay.
It breaks the score.
Indiana strikes first, goes up 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect.
Every sim you've watched on YouTube, Miami has won. That was weird because people said that about the other two, and then on my channel, Miami got blown out. So what's up?
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
My PS5's connected to the internet. Is someone with EA a hate watcher, and they go in and they
Field position.
hack my PlayStation and move stuff around?
Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Those videos popped off for you.
Begin to click now.
Great job. I love the editing. You know, you kind of you put the storyline together. You know, and everything played out, started with the lows, and then by the end of it, you're ready to run through a wall. Excellent job. And I was pleasantly surprised. I just found it before people tagged me on it, and I was like, wait, that sounds like me. And that's awesome.
It's back.
If you haven't checked it out, man, he put up an awesome hype video for this game.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine track route underneath for a first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
My Sim's the only one where Miami keeps getting beat. It's EA.
We're going to test the secondary.
Oh, look at the blocking. Look at the blocking. 7 a.m. pregame. Hey, if you think about it, it's only 2 more sleeps until the national championship if you just stay up all night on Sunday.
And he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
The Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
Look at that beautiful pass from Beck to Tony.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone.
Can the Canes finish this drive?
For decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
Back's got it on a counter. And just a short gain this time.
Once again, for the playoffs, I am more excited than nervous. And it's not a front. I'm just as surprised as everyone else probably is to hear that. Every week I keep thinking, when are the butterflies coming? What's going on? And it did hit me in the 4th quarter of that Ole Miss game. I'll be 100% honest, but up until that point, I was not nervous. I should be, but I wasn't.
It's Fletcher. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game.
Heck yeah, bro. Enjoy it, start. All right, big 3rd down here for the virtual Canes.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. To throw, it's back. Deep shot toward the end zone.
Overthrow CJ. And he had him too. He had a step on him. Dang. Kind of shocked there with the aggression, but don't hate it, especially given that it was there. All right, let's tie it up.
Makes it look easy. The game is now tied.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick in to finish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
I don't know, but it was definitely sick. Yeah, the CJ Daniels catch. There was a guy that subscribes to the channel that makes stickers, and he sent me.
Return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
Look at this.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense
How cool is that?
Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss.
So
the
sick.
Receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards.
Is Carter Davis in the game? He's not, unfortunately.
The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Now it's 2nd down here.
You're gonna sleep like a baby on Sunday night.
Quarterback drops back from
What's up, Reezy?
looking for a receiver.
Get there, come on.
Just flings it out of bounds.
I'll take that. Hey, if Mendoza's throwing balls at the Miami Medical tent all night long, I'm a happy man. No flags yet on Miami. This isn't close to reality. That's what they said in the Ohio State game, to be fair. But then they racked up 10 against Ole Miss.
Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Grab down the middle.
Dang, they're trying to get to him.
Gain enough to set up.
But he's making some plays.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop.
Can I change it and make it colder? I think you can do like rain and snow, but I don't know if you can set a temperature.
We're all moving at the end of 1. Take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter.
Hey, we'll keep an eye out for you on the broadcast. Indiana not being able to run the ball so far is good.
Promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a
Where can we get that sticker? I don't know. He just made it and sent it to me.
They're going to run it.
Well, that's dangerous holding the ball out like that. I like it.
They get the center with the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive.
I'd have to go back and look, David. I'm pretty sure there was one that was within 6 or 7 points total, like with the score. There were 1 or 2 that were actually kind of close.
Quickly down the field here.
I know. I heard that they were going to cancel the classes. Yeah, that's huge.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Let their defense get tired. Fair.
Looks right for a quick completion.
There we go. Big third down here for this Miami defense.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through.
Here we go.
How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football.
Stopped.
They didn't give him any lanes.
Wow.
Yards downfield for the receiver.
Stop Mendoza. Okay. It's 4th and inches. You got to think that Cignetti in real life would probably go for it. I think the video game's going to take the points. They're going to kick the field goal. Yeah, buddy. That's big.
Out the field goal team. And it's good. Right.
Hey, we take that.
Chris, they get
Oh,
the-
yeah, we take that.
Back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they
You're
were
a student at UM and they canceled all classes Tuesday morning. It's so smart. Like, why not? You want to provide any incentive that you can for more students to go. So why not say, you know what? Go out there, party it up, enjoy the game, get loud, don't worry about classes the next day. That's a big time move. Really smart. King Season, I appreciate the 19 months. Says, what up, Coop? How you doing, buddy? Need a Miami W on Monday, but I'm afraid this one might be ugly. I don't like the way you're talking right now. Gonna have to force Mendoza into mistakes. It's possible. The guy is good, but people act like that he's Superman. You know? Like he just never makes a mistake. Appreciate you, King Season. Big boy throw to Trader.
Long last, it's another 1st and 10.
Hey, good to see you, Shogun.
Looking downfield, it's back. Quick pass to
Love
the
it.
flat to a receiver.
Love it, love it, love it. Marion's been deadly on those short passes and in the screen game.
Here's the 2nd down play.
Lace your boots up.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Takes up the first, looking for
They're going to give it to him, but that was sketchy.
enough yards to get a fresh set of
Hit the hole, Fletcher.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs. that
We
we've
did
had
beat
over the years.
Mendoza
Miami,
already
Edgerton James,
when he
Frank
was at
Gore,
Cal.
Willis
To be
McGee,
fair, the supporting
Clint
cast was
Portis,
quite a
all
bit
those guys
different.
won a lot of
But you're
games
not
and
wrong.
ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit.
CJ's going to have to make these catches.
How does the receiver hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact? Good, clean play by the defense.
Fair. Professors don't want to teach, yeah?
Completion sets up a
Good
2nd
point.
down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Grant behind the line.
Wow.
It's good.
Monster hit.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable.
All right.
But it
3rd
is
and 8. Come on, show me something, Dawson.
offensive line's got to be ready.
Let's go.
Do a good job of communicating. Pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Let's get some touchdowns.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
All right. That's true, Taylor. Yeah.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will tie the game here.
I know this kind of goes without saying because people are going to say, well, duh, Coop, it's the national championship. This is the best team that both of these teams have played. And that wouldn't always be the case, right? Sometimes the ball bounces your way and you've actually technically played a team that would be considered better in the regular season, or in an earlier round, a team maybe got lucky, ended up making it. But when you look at both of these teams, this is the best team Indiana has played all season. Which is why I think a lot of people are saying, yeah, you beat the brakes off Oregon. Look at what you did to Alabama. Miami would handle both of those teams.
This is what it takes.
This is the best team they've seen 100%.
Fun fact, Indiana has only 6 games this year where they only won by 10 or less PTS. Mendoza has 6 picks and 5 of them came in those 6 close games. UMD has to force at least 2 turnovers emo.
Hey, think about, this is not coping. Let's just be real. There were opportunities in that Ole Miss game. Mendoza is going to be a little bit more accurate with the ball than Chambliss. Chambliss was taking some chances. But there were opportunities for picks. And a lot of people are going to bring up the fact that many of the guys were sick with the flu. Something seemed a little off, right? They're usually making those plays. Look in the previous games. If those opportunities present themselves in the Indiana game, I think our guys make a play. Appreciate you, King Season. Would not be surprised if we see some takeaways, some turnovers.
Be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here.
Yep, that's the thing. And you got to go out there and you got to make plays. You got to find a way to win. But okay. But you know, a lot of people are going to mention that.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
And the Hoosiers are looking to keep this drive going.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
In other words, in 15 games, when Mendoza is mistake-free, they're winning big. And even when he is making mistakes, they're still winning close. Biggest X factor is Miami's defense.
And you have to admit, both of these teams have strengths and weaknesses, so I'm not just hyping Miami up, just responding to your specific comment. If you say the biggest X factor is Miami's defense, if there was one thing Miami wouldn't mind having to lean on, it would be the defense. Fair?
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down.
Appreciate you, King Season.
A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Hoosiers line up on 1st and 10 now.
But I also think if either side says it's going to be a blowout, I think you're out of your mind, and I might be dead wrong. This is the national championship, so even if you think Miami is a mismatch for Indiana, I don't think Miami's blowing out Indiana. Flip it vice versa, don't think Indiana's blowing out Miami. This is the national championship game. I would think that both of these teams are going to leave it out there on the field. I think it would be more likely that it would be close.
Now here comes the bunch formation.
I could be way off, though.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down.
Get there, come on.
That's There's another positive game here for this offense, and
This is what it
defensive
takes.
coordinator's going to have to make some
To
kind of
where you
adjustments to
on the
get
side
this
of your
quarterback
helmet.
out of his rhythm.
If Miami's
It's the
D
national
holds IUO less
championship,
than
and
20,
you've gotta
I
take
feel
chances
confident.
and mix up your
IU's
coverages,
defense
because right
isn't
now
deep
what
and they
you're
can't
doing
afford
just
for
isn't
Miami
working.
to wear them down.
Appreciate you, King Season.
The short hands. It's Williams.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking
Slightly
what the
disagree.
defense
Remember
gives
TCU
them.
versus
Not a huge
Georgia,
play, but
65-7.
positive yards. The defense wants to give
That's
that
fair.
to you.
I know
Take it, get the
TCU
ball to
did
your
make it
receiver,
there,
stay ahead of the sticks.
but I just feel like that's like both of these teams match up well against each other, in my opinion.
Quarterback wants to
But I
throw
guess
it
that's fair
outside
because
down.
my point is I'm saying because it's a big stage, it's a national championship, so you got a good point.
Browns after a really nice game there.
Well, this is great execution here on their screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message.
I just don't think it's a blowout either way. I don't see it.
Better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The Hoosiers trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Play action here on first down. And it falls incomplete.
Oh, we did, didn't we, Lance?
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain on first makes it
Indiana
second down
driving.
from the 7. Caught by the receiver. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Hey, maybe we can hold them to a field goal.
The defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page.
Third down. Come on.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking to the end zone.
This is where the video game, this is so freaking funny, man. Mendoza can walk in untouched for a touchdown. I'm glad he didn't, obviously, but the man had nothing but green in front of him.
This is what it takes.
Maybe he panicked.
On the side of your
All right, it's the Natty.
Miami 20, Indiana 13. Miami will hold
And
the ball.
sacked. There we go. There we go. Look, Mendoza panicked. The man's not immune to not being 100% all the time. This man can make mistakes. All right.
To their credit, able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Miami's going to blow him out, and I'll be back to say I told you so. Well, I mean, I'd be very happy about that. Of course, I would prefer for Miami to blow them out.
Fake on first down. Short throw complete to the tight end.
Reezy coming in says 20-13 Miami will hold the ball.
What he can do from that slot position.
Appreciate you, Reezy.
Quarterback safety blanket.
Lisa says, can both of these teams lose? I might be sick on Monday night. You're an Ohio State fan, right? 49 seconds. How aggressive are we?
There's a handoff inside.
I think you're pretty content with 6-6 in the Natty unless you break off a big run or something.
Giving his back anywhere to go, and you keep him short the first down.
Indiana by 14.
Crucial third down play right here. Quick throw, the catch is made.
That's just enough. Give it to him. Come on, man. Oh, well. That's the first half.
To go, and now fourth down.
6-6. We got a close one. Not hating.
Chris, thanks.
Keeps it exciting since it's the video game.
Game of this magnitude, everything on the line.
It's a good game. It's a good game so far.
With the coveted gold.
Nothing but field goals. No touchdowns.
Fun first half to break down, led by, I can't believe I'm saying this, that special
6-6 at halftime. We're going to take a quick intermission here at halftime, and then we'll get right back to it. I want to see the keys that Moonlight has. Because I know I already recorded my preview and prediction video for this game, but I've not posted it yet. So I've already done it, and I'm curious if any of them are the same as mine. 2 quarters remain. The Hoosiers receive to start the second half. Anybody's game right now.
Fields it just outside.
Taking it out. Mistake. Huge mistake here from Indiana to start. Oh, well. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of tonight's live stream, the Sleeper app, my go-to sports app. And what we're going to do is put together a quick picks contest, because it does not take long at all, to try to turn our sports knowledge into some real money. And I want to go ahead and let you know that we won the last one that we put together on stream. Right here, 7-21, and I told you guys that I would double up the winnings roughly to $40, and I would give it away to you. So on my preview video for this game, make sure you comment on it, because I'm going to pick a couple people and give each of them $20. Maybe it could be some gas money or whatever you want to use it for. So we did get a win on our last one. I want to put together a couple of picks here right quick. We got some big NFL games coming up this weekend. I'm going to show you how quick and simple it is. All you have to do is pick more or less on player stats. I'm going to go with Drake May. He's been pretty hot this season. I'm going to take him for 200 plus passing. We're going to take an alt line. I'm going to look at rushing plus receiving for Stevenson. I'm going to play it a little safe, because you can see he's been putting up big numbers. I'm going to take him for 40. Then we're going to go to the Rams-Bears game, and this is where I feel like it's going to shock some people. I want to take Stafford, because Stafford has been so good this season. Look at his passing yards. But he sprained his index finger in the previous game. So believe it or not, I'm going to take Caleb Williams at 175 plus passing yards. And a lot of it's because I think that the Bears will most likely be playing from behind against the Rams. So maybe Williams has to come out there and force some stuff, and at some point he's going to complete some passes. But just in case, one of Stafford's number one targets, Devontae Adams, who was back from injury, asserted his dominance against the Panthers, 72 yards. I'm going to take him for 50 plus receiving yards. Do we have any promos? We have a protected pick, which means, does this work? If we were to put 10, it would protect it. We're not going to do that. We're going to go big. Go big or go home, man. We're going to put 20 on it. It would win us $55. 20 to 55. 4 picks. It's as quick and as simple as that on the Sleeper app. Check them out. That's real money. That's not pretend money. That's real money. 20 to 55. Download Sleeper. Top link in the description. Just plug in code word COOP. That'll activate a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100 if you want to do that. But you don't have to do the picks contest. It's up to you. You can get live updates on scores and stuff, but the picks contest are my favorite. We've won over $500 so far since we've downloaded the Sleeper app, 543. Again, shout out to Sleeper. I appreciate them so much for sponsoring the stream. We'll give away that money from the last one, and then we'll try to win some more. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. The weather's going to be crazy in Chicago. I think Williams can get 175, but you're right. Stafford just scares me. If it's going to be cold and he sprained his index finger on his throwing hand, that just spooks me, man.
With good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best
Miami 27-23. Okay.
With great run games.
Keys to the game. Hold the ball. Mendoza can't do anything if you don't have it. I like it. Own the time of possession. Defense needs to be elite. Keep Mendoza under pressure. Make him uncomfortable. You have 3 or you got 2? I like those 2. Yeah, I enjoy these Gator Dogs. It's something to do on a Friday night. You know, we talked about Darian Mensah at the beginning. And then we kick back and we watch some virtual ball.
They're going to run it here.
Big hole. Come on. Get out of the way, ref.
How about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
I'm not going to lie. I know this is NFL talk, but I kind of enjoyed seeing the Steelers lose.
throw caught on the left side. And he'll run out.
Surely there's no Pittsburgh fans in here. Who would I take in a boxing match, Signetti or Cristobal? Cristobal is a black belt. I'm taking Cristobal. I know boxing is a little different, but I think that man could throw hands. Yeah, I got the boss man. I got Cristobal. Come on.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they
Watch for their weapons. Fair. I like it, Moonlight.
The offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going.
This is what it takes.
Dropping back, we're going to
To
throw
where
for
the
the
you
first down.
on the side of your helmet.
I think IU is going to blow out Miami 76-0.
Crosses midfield. First down with a
I know you donated $2 to say that, and I respect it, and I thank you. But I also have to believe that you don't believe what you typed.
that this quarterback potentially could have a big day.
Thank you,
I didn't
CM
expect him to
Thieves,
get into
for the
this
2.
kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game.
Your heart rate's going to be up the next 3 days. Got Pats on Sunday, Miami on Monday, and Tuesday you'll find out if you get a job or not. Hey, good luck.
Throwing and running is
If it's meant to be, it'll happen for you.
2nd down play coming up for this offense.
Patriots are playing really well. Look at that.
Out of the RPO, and it's complete.
Shot out of there like a rocket.
That's a good play by the
To where the
defense.
you on the side of your helmet.
receiver screens.
I'm just kidding, lol, it's all about the youth.
Big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
It's not being talked about. Miami, the first team to play at home in the CFP. Why Miami has students that will play not just for their team, but the city for their home. And that's something, again, that preview video is dropping tomorrow, Taylor. Look out for it. I really hammer home. That fact right there. Is that something people say? Hammer home? Oh no, it sounds kind of silly.
And their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
You cannot let a team walk into
Looking to pass. It's Mendoza.
to your house, into your crib, and win their first ever natty. You're there to put on for the family, like you said, for the city. You can't, man. You know, and I know Mendoza's history. I know where he's from. I get it. But he's playing for Indiana. He ain't playing for Miami.
One guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Ah, there it is. Oh. Yo.
That gain is good for a 1st and goal.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just
Wow,
enough room
I thought he had that.
to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
There's a 1st and goal. Finally, a chance to score
Okay.
the first touchdown of this game.
Mendoza keeps it, maybe? No.
Try to muscle toward
Stuff.
the end zone.
Holy smokes, this defense. Okay. Hold on a minute.
This is what it takes.
Football inside this 5-yard line.
To
Give
where the
all
you
the credit to that
on the side of
defensive
your
line.
helmet.
Eating up those
I love how they
linemen,
keep
allowing the rest
doubting
of the
Miami.
defense to-
Tell them,
Every
Glenn.
game they've been doubted, and they've won each one. Just adding more to the fire smile with horns.
Appreciate the 5, Glenn. Man, there it is. All right, the Canes have to respond here.
So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the
Like we
biggest
talked
game
about in the Walking and Venting episode, prefer to be the underdog. 8.5-point dog, love it. Love it, love it, love it. There's nothing to go over their heads. Nobody other than Miami fans believe.
pays off in the end.
UNC is good, so it's
That's fine.
13-6.
What am I going to do if Miami wins? I don't know. Lose my mind.
They are fired up.
Party all night long. I might double my order at Taco Bell.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Dropping back. It's back. The receiver grabs it. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
You'll cry. I might too. I mean, shoot. My eyes watered up whenever they beat Ole Miss. Because I knew, you know. Do Miami fans storm the field if they win? I don't know. I'm going to say no just because, man, think about, you know, the president's going to be there. There's other big-time people there. The security is just insane. You know, they're already talking about all the checkpoints you're going to have to go through. Man, if you were going to be there 4 hours early, get there 8 hours early. So I don't think they would let him. Tony! Yo! Woo! There it is. That's what we've been waiting for, and man, do I hope we see that in real life. Let them boys in the dust. Yeah, I'm with you, Cypher. As much as it would be cool to see, I don't think it happens. Yeah.
They're setting out to try the PAT.
13-13. We got a tie ball game again. Miami responds. What a play. That's one of the biggest plays we've seen in these simulations for the playoffs for Miami. Will I live stream all night? We'll be live for a while.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
I'll probably just stand here in shock and awe and say nothing, but just stand here for a while. We're going to pick one of those off here in a minute. Yeah, I know. People are saying you're going to have to buy a new hat. You'll have to give me a little bit of time if it happens, because I'm going to have to talk to a company. I'm going to have to go sit down with somebody and say, because we're not going to skimp on the quality. It's got to be this literal hat with another tally mark on it. If it happens. Hemby's been a problem.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases.
The stream keeps skipping. Yeah, I dropped some frames for a minute. It's been stormy outside. Hopefully it'll level out.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Yeah, Hemby has over 1,000 rushing yards. Their second running back has like 968 or something. He's right behind him.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it's been real windy here.
It's Cooper. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can.
What's up, Bulls?
That old argument, which guy has the
Last 2 games you've been speechless. None of this feels real. I'm with you. Still processing. Here we are in the Natty. Still processing.
The quick slant, get some really good yards.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Choke City incoming. Get off that block. Come on. Oh, no. Making big plays.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, you just never know, right? And here's a short throw, and give credit to this wide receiver, not just making the catch, but look at the production after the catch. That's what separates the good receivers from the great ones.
I have a bad feeling that the virtual Canes are going to have to get touchdowns on every possession here for the rest of the game, because Indiana's going to score, it seems.
showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First and goal for the offense.
All right, 1 quarter left in the virtual national championship. Let's enjoy it. I know, look, hey, I know it's a video game. Look at the rushing yards, though. Like, you're telling me they're going to contain Fletcher and they're going to keep him to 15 rushing? Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Let's see how this
Even though it's a video game, even though it can be a little wild and crazy, let's enjoy it because we're simulating that. Look at Scott. Wait. Scott, you're up. We were offsides. He like.
So the offense obviously declines that penalty, and the defense.
All right, they're going to have to send him to the medical tent. They're going to have to evaluate him for a concussion because he had no idea where he was even at. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you looked away, back up the stream 30 seconds and look at where Scott was lined up. He could have turned to his right and been in direct sight right there with Mendoza. Good grief.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
I like it and think that it happens, Ronan. I'm a big fan of the guy.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different.
Why was Scott playing offense?
That one's incomplete.
Incompletion makes
Man.
it second down.
Now, how come that won't happen to Indiana? Why just Miami? Remember we were talking about somebody at EA having a problem with this channel with Miami? There's your proof. I'm just kidding. The game's just buggy as all get out.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to
Yeah,
his route.
there's some
Here's an example
contract
of that.
stuff
Great
with
route,
Mensa.
enough separation
Contracts are
to
meant
give
to
the
be broken.
quarterback a nice
There's
lane to
loopholes
throw
and
the
everything. Somebody will find a way. I would not even be concerned about it. And maybe I should be, but I'm not.
Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense.
This
make
sounds
great
so
plays,
bad.
especially with their tackling and the awareness to understand.
But what are they going to do?
You're trying to keep this offense inbounds.
Make him
so
play?
They keep that clock moving.
Second down after that short completion.
I know people are going to say, what's the point of the contracts? But,
Looking to throw
yeah.
yet again. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain.
Indiana is very disciplined.
Well, fourth
Yeah.
quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it.
They average less than 30 penalty yards per game. That's second in the country.
First down. Good job with his defense to keep that clock moving.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Delivers quickly.
No
to the
shot.
left side.
Come on, man. CJ's had 3 or 4 of those this game.
Hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it
What's
away
up, man?
for
Checking in
second
from
time.
India. Is Kane Freak in here?
And the returner
I'm putting a
likes
call
to
out for
fair
Kane
catch
Freak
and no return.
2001 3 times. Are you in here?
Indiana offense back
The
out
reason
on
why
the
I'm
field.
asking is
The last
because
possession, they really had the passing game clicking
I know we
right
talked
downfield for a touchdown.
yesterday and today,
Solid run. They'll bring it back to the
but
28-yard
YouTube changed people's
That's exactly how you
usernames,
wanna
so
start
I
this
don't even
drive.
know it.
You want
I
to
wouldn't
be in
know
the
if you're
fourth
here if
quarter.
it changed your
Take as
username.
much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way
So
to
speak
get
up.
this
Let me
drive
know if you
started.
are here. I was going to give you a shout out for what you did.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
What's up, Cell Block? Yeah, who knows, Nick? Maybe the contract will pose a problem. We'll see.
Using his legs. It's Pemby.
I thought West had it.
Across the 30. It's good for a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And Chris, it makes you wonder.
See, look,
under
there's
3 minutes to
Marcel.
go in this game
And it's 92 cell block.
Sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit
This Sage and Rage, I had no idea.
Turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Catch made over the middle.
Just remember, if Indiana wins, good thing these video game simulations are never right.
He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Getting set.
Made your mind up on going to the game? Yeah, I can't make it.
Dropping back. It's Mendoza.
Once in a lifetime opportunity, big sack. Once in a lifetime opportunity, I get it, but you know, 5 to 7K. Got to be an adult. Got to put the grown-up pants on. You know, it's more than just that, though. I know a lot of people commented and they said, man, if my team was in the Natty, I don't care if it was $20,000, I'm going. Well, obviously that's easy to say until somebody says, okay, pay up, time to pay the bill.
The pass is complete to the tight end. Completion, that's about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's 4.
Yeah, if the stream's being wonky, guys, internet connection's a little, it's fluctuating. I'm sorry. We got to ride the storm. Got to ride it out.
Looking to flip the field here.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to pocket watch other people. If you can go, enjoy the heck out of it. Well, I'm grateful just for an opportunity to watch my team play in the national championship wherever it may be. At the game, at home, I'm happy, you know.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard game, so 2nd and 5.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense.
Come on, we need a drive here.
One possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Yeah, I feel you, Tony. Yeah.
Second and medium.
There would be a lot.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw.
There's a good play. Look for Tony, man. Look for Tony.
He gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Another big game.
But I'll be here with y'all. I'll be here with the rest of the people that can't make it. We'll do the watch party, and we're going to make some memories.
Make a lot of big plays, but give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Plenty of time. Don't even worry about what's on the clock right now. Just move the ball.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
We're chilling.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Heck yeah, you're getting to go. That's awesome.
To the air. It's back.
There it is.
He's got a man down the middle.
Tony.
Tackle made after a big
Oh, buddy.
Well, it's a game of matchups.
That's all right, Taylor. I have a feeling that's going to be a lot of people.
The quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Who took off Tuesday? Not me. I'm asking for a show of hands. Who took off work Tuesday? Because you planned on partying all night long.
inside handoff.
Or being pissed if something did happen. Something awful.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd.
You going to do a prediction video? Yeah, it's going up tomorrow.
Shotgun formation.
Come on, Fletch.
Oh, he fought hard there.
The delay in the preview video, I wanted to post it today, but I had to wait on a prop for the intro skit, and it didn't arrive until this afternoon. So the video is going up tomorrow. 3rd and 7.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here.
What do you do here? You have 3 timeouts. Beck is hurting a little bit. Indiana's been moving the ball with ease. I think you had to get a touchdown there. Tony's hurt. Beck looks hurt.
That's the 2nd sack in this game.
It's going to kick the field goal. and then try to use those timeouts and pray the defense can get a stop.
Field goal attempt. And that one's straight
Okay.
down the middle.
All right. Defense has got to step up and do something. Here we go. It is 20-16. Still going to have a touchdown even if you get the ball back. You can't settle for a field goal. Here we go. You bet in real life Miami goes for it. Maybe.
To boot it away.
Maybe. Depends on if you take that sack there, it's rough.
Turner choosing
If
to
he
field
just had
this
an
one.
incompletion or a small gain there, I think maybe. It depends on how well the defense is playing, though. They've been pretty piss poor overall in the simulation.
Last possession.
Man.
This is hauled in over the middle. Now a timeout taken by the defense.
Hey, I'll see you later, Shogun.
Preserve as much clock as possible.
Memo Coop returning for the natty? I don't know.
It's a 1st and 10 play. Catch hauled in there over the middle. Tough running there, but not.
Okay, we're burning those timeouts before the 2 minute.
Now
Okay.
it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and
What's going on, Julian?
as possible. Second
What was
down
your
play.
score? I haven't given it yet. I will tomorrow.
Chewing clock with the running game.
Okay.
The senior
Third down.
to stop after a short game.
Third down. Okay. Okay.
Now taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go.
They stopped him on 3rd and short before. To be fair, it was in the red zone. Come on. Come on.
To the back.
Dang
Here's
it.
the first down and still going. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
We have no timeouts.
Well, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap, then he just takes a knee.
Let me change the scrolling
This is what
text.
it takes.
Hold on. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Good thing these video game sims are
You
never
better
right.
change that text
Yep.
co-op.
Good thing they're never right. Thank goodness.
Play fake, looking to pass it. Finds the receiver in the
Of
middle.
course he catches it. Of course he catches it.
Quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in
These
some
video
big
game
spots
sims
all
are
game
never
long. And here we are, late in the game.
right. There we go.
To
Fix
continue
it.
to play with that consistency, that's a great example that he's up to it.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation.
There we go.
And that knee should do it.
I thought maybe he could have picked it there. In the simulation, Indiana wins the national championship, but I have great news, guys. The video game is an anti-jinx because it had Miami losing to Ole Miss and losing to Ohio State. Big losses. So look at this as a blessing. All right.
This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I'm telling you, EA hates me, Rocky. EA hates me. Confirmed. Are we rocking the Stormtroopers? Yes. Yeah, Miami will be in the all-white the entire playoffs, even going into the Natty. Yep. Yeah, and had us beating the heck out of A&M. Yeah. But then getting our backs blown out in the next 2 games. This one was at least close. This is just a reminder. This is showing you what you cannot allow to happen. You can't have the Indiana team gathering together at midfield with confetti falling, celebrating a national championship, which, by the way, would be their first one ever in our house. You can't let that happen. 20-16, a game of field goals in the first half, but Miami could not finish there in the fourth and gave up the touchdown to Indiana. Let's take a look at the stats. Miami only had 286 yards of offense. It was the run game that could not get going. This is funny, though. Again, we like to see what happens. If Indiana holds Miami to 8 rushing yards, I'll delete my channel. It's not going to happen. I'm not guaranteeing a Miami win or anything. I'm just saying there's absolutely no shot. That's not going to happen. There are going to be things that Indiana does better. There's going to be things that Miami does better. They ain't going to hold them to 8 rushing yards. Whew. No penalties. That happens pretty often in the game. Mendoza was pretty much on point. 86% completion percentage. You're not going to believe this. His completion percentage in their first 2 playoff games is 86%. In real life. In the playoffs. Specifically just in the playoffs. Not the entire season. In just the playoffs. Mendoza's completion percentage is 86%. Emby ran for 125, almost 7 yards per carry. Cooper had 122, 8 receptions. Surratt didn't rack up a ton of yards, but he had 9 receptions. What did Miami do? Tony led the way. The man wanted it. He did. He had that big touchdown. Beck was 21 of 26 for 278. Again, got to think the run game. It just was never in play. It was never an option. It didn't work. Sacks. How many sacks do we have? 2 sacks. It's not going to be good enough. There you have it. 20-16. Indiana on top. Are you going to do Coop plays? I wish I could, but I never had the time to during the playoffs. I didn't do a single Coop plays. It just got too hectic. I'm recording the Inside Insight show with an Indiana expert tomorrow at noon. The preview video is done, but I still have to record the intro skit, which I'll be recording tonight or tomorrow morning. So tomorrow's going to be preview and prediction video. And that'll probably be it. Then Sunday will be the Inside Insight show. No, tomorrow might be preview, prediction, and Inside Insight show. Then Sunday will be the call-in stream. And then Monday, of course, the watch party. So that's kind of where we're at. 80 plus, yeah. Yeah, there's no way they hold him that low. Fake simulation, we want real simulations only. Yeah, that's the thing, Londow. It's a good thing video games are never right. Yeah, really good thing. That's promising. How do I feel about Mensah? I like him. I actually spent, I know some people didn't get here till later, weren't here at the beginning. I talked about him too long. I spent the first probably 20 minutes of the stream talking about Mensah. I like him a lot. Obviously, I would be a big fan. He was right behind Mendoza with passing touchdowns. He was number 2 in the country, only threw 6 picks. I think he's a great quarterback. So yeah, I would be a fan of getting him. That was the crazy thing is to think that was the final simulation for the 2025 season. I can't say the last simulation of the year because officially we're in 2026, which means we'll be doing sims for the 2026 season in July for this next season coming up. But for the 2025 season, that was the final simulated game. And it's just awesome that it was Miami. It's the first time we've been able to sim a Natty because it's the real season, right? Not in the summer one, the real deal. First time we've been able to do that. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it done, but it was close. It was close. I know, that's what I'm saying. Who thought we'd be doing them this time of the year, right, Barry? Right? Good to see you, Lisa. You got butterflies? I'm feeling good. I'm excited. The only reason why I don't want it to hurry and be here just yet is because I got to finish recording some stuff so we can get it posted up for the people. You know, the Indiana guest I'm bringing on seems very knowledgeable. He definitely likes to poke on social media, so we're going to see how the interactions go with that episode. I've never talked to this guy one-on-one other than through a couple of DMs to line up the show, the recording for tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to see what happens. I want to give a big shout out to King Season owning the board tonight with the Big Ten. Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. Flick showed us some love tonight. So did Glenn. CM Thieves multiple times. My man Reezy, Richard, and Randy. Appreciate y'all for the love. Try to sleep at least a couple of hours. I know I was telling my wife, Cypher, it's going to have to be how it was there at the end of December. You remember my gaming challenge I did, right? For 3 days in a row, I went to bed at 6 a.m. and got up at about 10:30. And then worked from 10:30 until 6 a.m., then slept till 10:30, then got up and did it again. Did that 3 days in a row. I crashed out at the end of it. And that's probably what it's going to be here. It's the national championship, right? I have to go all in. We ain't got time to chill. Ask him who he supported 3 to 4 years ago, probably Notre Dame. Maybe I'll try to sneak something in there. He might be watching right now. I don't know. Hey, man, it's gonna be a good time. So tomorrow's going to be a good day. Look out for the preview and prediction video and the Inside Insight show,
this is
possibly.
what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
I win tears of joy.
You do. I will sit you atop the throne, Tropigal, and we will promptly end this thing so we can ensure that that remains the case. I'm happy that Tropikid gets to go. Happy that Chloe gets to go experience the game. The 10:01. Thank you, Tropigal. What'd you put, David? You were listening to another show. He said he talked to 25 coaches. He said 22 said Indy and only Miami with 3 coaches. Yeah, I mean, when you look at, if you care about that, like if you look at the spread on this game, Indiana being an 8.5 point favorite, you see the undefeated record. Most people are going to ride with Indiana. I would say the majority of people picking Miami are just going to be Miami fans. And I don't want to dive too deep into it right here because I do in my preview. But man, look at the games that were played. I really think this Miami team, somebody else said it, Taylor, is battle tested. They had the toughest path to get here, but they found a way to get it done. They're on their turf. You telling me Miami doesn't have some ballers? You telling me they ain't got some dogs? You telling me they ain't got some playmakers that can hang with the Indiana Hoosiers? No disrespect. They're 15-0. Look, I get it. You're telling me you don't think Miami can hang with these guys? Can you tell me that with a straight face? I'm setting the Phantom to the side, and I mean it. So I thought it got real quiet in here, didn't it? Cignetti's a great coach. Cignetti is a great coach. And there's been a lot of doubt with Mario when it comes to game day coaching, but you have to admit that he's been pretty spot on. He's been dialed in. really since the SMU loss, but definitely in the playoffs. And to be this close, to think about Mario's position, and then we'll end. This doesn't guarantee anything. This doesn't give you a win because of this. Signetti wants to win it. Indiana wants to win it. I get it. But after everything Mario has been through, the opening 5-win season, people started to say, you know what? Maybe this isn't the guy. Maybe we messed up. Then he only bumps up to 7. You know what? That's still not good enough. That's not the Miami standard, Mario. And he said, look, I know. Trust the process. We're building here. Do you really think being this close, playing in the national championship, and again at Hard Rock, not just anywhere, at Hard Rock. Think about how dialed in Mario has to be with what this means to be able to play there in South Florida at the Rock and win a national championship there. Man, he doesn't want to go this far just to not finish, to not get it done. Like I said, that doesn't guarantee a thing. But I'm telling you that I do have faith in Mario in this game. Not making an official prediction right now, but I'm just saying. It's going to be a crazy couple days. Buckle up, y'all. It's going to be fun. Hey, love y'all. Appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. That was it. I'll see you tomorrow. Get some rest. Big weekend. I'll see y'all real soon.